Nothing but the best people. Nothing but the best people. When you're that wealthy, who are your friends? The best people. I should post the picture of Elon and Ghislaine. Remember that photo? It's incredible. Like George Carlin said, there's a big group of people who control everything, and you ain't in it. Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, yet somehow the stupidest man on earth. We're going to do some talking about Elon, so if you're a fan of his, this might be hard for you to hear. And these aren't opinions. These are detailed articles on what a maroon he is. In fact, what is it? Futurism.com. I link all the articles down in the description. Compared Elon to the worst financial deal for banks since the 2008 financial crisis, the Wall Street Journal reports. That's the Wall Street Journal saying that Elon Musk is such a business genius that he's been about as good a deal for banks as the 2008 collapse. Jesus. I mean, we've had some recessions, we've had some tough times, but nobody's compared it to 2008. And here's the Wall Street Journal saying Elon Musk is about as good as businessman as 2008 was for the banks. Welcome to the live stream. I'm Rob. We'll wait for maybe some people to join in. Maybe nobody will. Maybe people are sensitive about old Elon. Look at that. Sean Diddy Combs revealed to be among the investors. I wonder why Diddy wanted to throw his money at Elon. The Gabester. Hello. Love your name. The Gabester. Oh, that's a cool avatar. Is that a creeper? I know what that is. I know what that is. It's cool. We're going to talk about Elon Musk. But we're also going to mention a couple other things. I don't know if you guys seen... I didn't watch any of the DNC stuff. But what has gone viral is the video of Tim Walz's son, Gus, standing up, getting emotional and saying, "That's my dad, that's my dad." And the video's really heartfelt. It's really sweet. And Ann Coulter, the gorgon that gargles her own urine. Ann Coulter is a gorgon. Nothing short of it. A woman is a gorgon on earth. Ann Coulter, that spawn of Satan, she called Tim Walz's son weird on Twitter and then deleted the tweet. I wonder why she would delete the tweet. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to talk science now in finance. A metaphor for activity that uses mathematical modeling and computation simulations to support investment decisions. An idiom that means easy to get. Okay. All right, Gabster. And then also there's a weird story out of Texas about an old lady who died, had about a year left on her lease, and the landlords sued her and sent a bill to her children who were still alive for thousands of dollars, trying to get that last month's rent out of her. Be proud, Americans. Be proud. But before we get to that, we got to talk about some of this Elon Musk stuff. And I highly encourage you to read. I link all the articles down in the description below. These articles are bewildering. The people that support Elon Musk, I don't get it. It's cult-like at this point because he's proven himself to be a maroon, right? I mean, just one of these articles that I was reading, just one of them, details, where is it? That he bought this platform for $44 billion, right? Elon Musk bought the platform for $44 million. And it has lost, I think they're saying 72% of its worth. Twitter. I'm not saying Twitter was a guaranteed moneymaker, but how do you lose 72% of Twitter's value? That's like bankrupting a casino. That's that kind of moronic activity. But this one interesting article on futurism that's quoting the Wall Street Journal says the banks that financed Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter are now absolutely screwed. Whew. Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter has proved so disastrous that it's resulted in the worst merger finance deal for banks since the 2008 to 2009 financial crisis, the Wall Street Journal reports. Typically, banks lend money for takeovers, try to sell the debt quickly to other investors so they can get it off their balance sheets. That hasn't worked out that way for Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, Barclays, and the four other large banks that collectively lent Musk $13 billion for his buyout of Twitter, now renamed X. Dumb name. That's the other thing. Like, people think, well, on paper, virtually, Elon Musk is the richest man in the world and the stupidest. We'll get into that in a minute. If you're not on Twitter, his stupidity is on full display, like, all the time. It's kind of incredible, the people that think Elon Musk's like works hard, because you should see the amount he tweets. Like, you can't be working hard while you're tweeting. You just can't. And if you think you can, just tweet while you're at work in front of your boss. You know, that's my answer to everyone who says, oh, no, he's really working hard. That's why he's on Twitter all the time. Right. The amount this guy tweets, and I get alerts, I get notifications when this dude tweets, there's no way he's working hard. And if you truly believe that, and I mean truly, then I want you to tweet at your work in front of your boss. And when your boss goes, hey, what are you doing? Get off your phone. Or get off Twitter. Say, oh, I'm working hard, just like Elon. Man. This guy's a moron. Musk masterclass. Oh, God. Since Musk took over the social media Twitter's value has plunged by nearly 3/4. From the $44 billion he originally paid for it down to around $12.5 billion. This fucking guy, who says he's a good business person? Please, show yourself. Some of that may be due to Musk's behavior on the platform, as well as his changes to many of the site's functions that are blamed for driving off users. Speaking of driving off users, some ordinary gamers, big channel here on YouTube, they do great work, fantastic channel. They just deleted their Twitter account, and I was watching their video, and they said it just added no value. Twitter added no value. If anything, he was saying it was like 4chan, which it is. But his reign also caused an exodus of advertisers who ad spots were a key source of revenue for the website, which had even before changing hands had always struggled to turn profit. That's what I was saying. Twitter wasn't like this moneymaker. But it wasn't losing 3/4 of its value. But this is the funny thing, and we talked about this on the live the other day. After these advertisers started to leave in droves, Musk told them to, quote, go fuck themselves. And after he told the advertisers to go F themselves, he sued them, a group of them, for leaving, as he instructed, claiming they orchestrated an illegal boycott of the site. Who thinks Musk is anything close to smart or genius? He drove Twitter into the ground, 44 billion to 12 billion, right? That's its value now. He then turned it into like 4chan, right? Then, when all the advertisers started to leave, what did he do? He said, good, go F yourself. You're going to try to blackmail me with money? Which, that's not blackmail. People not advertising on your platform is not blackmail. Maybe he just doesn't know the definition of blackmail. Figure you got that much money, you own a dictionary. But then, as the advertisers are leaving, he's at this forum, this thing where he's being interviewed, and they say, what do you want to say to the advertisers? He says, go fuck yourselves. Go on, fuck yourselves. Go. And he said it like 3 times. And then after they were like, okay, well, if that's how you feel about us, we'll leave. He sued them. saying, no, you got to spend money on my site. You're not allowed to leave. This dude is the most insecure baby throwing tantrums. Not even tantrums, just regular tantrums. That shows you how entitled, what an entitled brat this dude is. He wants to tell. Could you imagine that? If you owned any business, right? And your business was based on people advertising with you. And they said, we're leaving. We don't like the product you're putting out. And you said, F you. And they said, okay, well, we're definitely leaving. You said, well, no, you don't get to leave. I'm suing you, so you have to spend money here. Like, what kind of abusive, entitled brat are you? Jesus. But like this article, again, I link all the articles down in the description. Like this article had said that Musk, his behavior kind of altered the platform, which it absolutely has. There was another article I found that I had seen this tweet by him. I didn't put much thought into it because he tweets so much. Elon Musk tweets so much. If you really think this guy works hard, please just join Twitter and put alerts on for when he tweets. This fucking guy tweets all day, all night. Okay? You can't work hard and be on Twitter. You can't. And if you think you can, you go to work and tweet. Okay? Next time you go to the doctors and they're checking you out for a cold or something, say, no, that's fine. Go on Twitter. I want you to be okay with your doctor on Twitter. If he's like, oh, well, he's not a doctor. He runs a fucking rocket company. He runs a car company where he brags about self-driving, and the dude's on Twitter all day. Next time you're at work, just get on Twitter in front of your boss if you think you can work hard while you're on Twitter, okay? That's to all the Elon fucking 4chan clowns. But this article here was so funny. Because again, the guy Elon tweets so much, it's almost exhausting. You just go, we got a guy. You want attention. You didn't get much attention when you were in apartheid South Africa. Nobody liked you, right? You were that kid. You were the kid, the bratty kid that everyone was like, oh God, this guy's the worst. And now that you can buy everything, you just want attention. We get it. That's why you went on Saturday Night Live. That's why you're miserable, because nobody likes who you truly are. But this tweet he did the other day, and this article, again, from futurism.com, it says, Elon Musk accidentally reveals that he completely missed the point of these famous movies. Hopefully you've seen these movies. And then underneath it says, quote, if there's a resistance, it's not the people making the rules and the money. This just in. The resistance is tech billionaires? No, it's not. Now here's the tweet, okay? I hope you can see that. Now the tweet says, you watch something, I think the first ones you watch Star Wars or something, and you sided with the resistance. You watched The Matrix, and you sided with the resistance. You watched Divergent, you sided with the resistance. You watched V for Vendetta and sided with the resistance. When it's fiction, you understand, yet you refuse to see it when it's the reality you're living in. Wild. Elon Musk tweeted that. And he didn't mean it as like he's going to side with the working class. You know, the small group of people who don't have the money, don't have the power, can't fund the politicians, can't pledge 45 million to a wannabe authoritarian. He didn't mean this ironically. Like, he really thinks that he, the richest man in the world, is the resistance. Now, what fucking movie is he watching when he watches Darth Vader, who has all the guns, all the armies, all the money to build a moon gun? Isn't that what is it? What is that thing called? The Death Star? Isn't that just a moon gun? A gun as big as a moon? Like, you gotta have billions or trillions to build a moon gun. Oddly enough, Elon Musk building rockets, what's the next thing? A moon gun? I mean, the dude is practically Darth Vader, but he's acting like he's the resistance? Is he really this unaware? Or is he the... Hey, what's up, Blah? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. We're talking about Elon Musk, the richest but stupidest man in the world. He tweeted this, saying, you watch The Matrix, you watch Star Wars, you watch Divergent, you watch V for Vendetta, and you always sided with the resistance. But then in reality, when it's happening in reality, you refuse to see it. That's what his tweet says. I mean, the fucking irony here, that he's tweeting that and he refuses to see that he's the one with all the money, all the power. People are resisting him. His workers, his kids, his exes, fucking everyone. And he's just buying his way through it all. Advertisers, and advertisers aren't even the good guys in this, but they're trying to resist him, and he's suing them to try to make them spend money with him, spend money on his website. So this was hilarious, and I remember seeing this tweet. This happened a few days ago. I don't know when this is dated for. When did this crack out? August 17th. Yeah, so this is like 5 days ago or something, when he tweeted this. Let me read some of this article. This is fucking so funny. This guy, Elon Musk, is the dumbest fucking dude ever. Like, this is the proof that people will bend themselves backwards to believe that they're the good guy when clear as day, like, all of their actions spell out they're the biggest POSs on earth. From a bull-wielding Katniss Everdeen who rises from the impoverished District 13 to lead a revolution against the wealthy capital in the Hunger Games, to a young Jedi Luke Skywalker who defeats an authoritarian and highly militarized authority that feeds off the conflict-loving dark side of the Force, many of the films in question, and just again, like, Darth Vader wasn't broke, right? He had to be a space billionaire. You don't build the Death Star, a fucking moon, the size of a moon, a ship the size of the moon that's a gun. You don't build that being broke. You were the well, and Luke Skywalker, wasn't he drinking that blue milk? I gotta imagine that was sour milk. Was blue milk just a thing in Star Wars? That was like poor folks' milk, right? That was like Yoo-hoo, which Yoo-hoo doesn't even say it's milk. It's like a milk-flavored drink. Blah. So it says many of the films in question here feature oppressed protagonists battling against wealth and resource hoarding authoritarian regimes. And that's pretty easy. And that's a pretty easy line to thread. Yet the fact that Musk, who is an increasingly right-wing and deeply online figure, who recently declared that his new mission, Sugar Ray Leonard, hold on, that his new mission is to destroy the woke mind virus, chose to share this meme at all raises an interesting question. Is he suggesting that he's part of the resistance? This is the stupidest guy on earth. Jesus. And to that end, does the world's richest man understand what any of these movies are even about? That's what I want to do. Elon, if you're watching, first of all, hit subscribe and the notification bell. I'm Rob. I go live 5 days a week. Every weekday, Elon, you can catch me on a live. I make videos too. I make paranormal, comedy, satire, sometimes shorts. I want to make more shorts. But I would really appreciate if you subscribed. It would mean the world to me. We're trying to get to 1,500 subscribers. I know that's like peanuts to you. And it's not where Philly DeFranco is. Philly DeFranco's got to be the biggest news commentary, newsmentary channel on YouTube. But he doesn't go live. I go live. He records his shit and only works 4 days a week. And can we just pause for a second? I'll get back to asking Elon to hit subscribe. And I'll tell you what I want Elon to do on a live stream. I wish he would run his own YouTube channel. But Philly DeFranco is like obscenely thin. I don't know if you watch him. He's a YouTuber. He started out a long time ago. Like Sexy Phil was his handle. Now he's just Philly DeFranco. The Philly DeFranco Show. I'm very professional. I used to be Sexy Phil. Now I'm professional. Whatever. But he used to be like kind of not chubby, but you know, he ate food. If you watch, I was watching his videos today just to like see how he's doing stuff, to try to bite some of his style to get that 7 million subscriber count. I don't think I could do it, number one, because the fucking guy talks so quick. He's talking like this all the time, and he's going, "Hey, beautiful people," and it just sounds so fake and inauthentic. And at the end of every story, Philly goes, "Believe your comments. I'm gonna toss it to you." That's what he says. I'm gonna toss it to you, like some Casey Kasem on crack, literally on crack, because he's so thin. I'm worried about him. This is not a joke. I mean this with no ill intent. If you watch Philly DeFranco over the years, I've always said, like, when people get rich, you can tell when people like get to a certain amount of wealth because they all of a sudden become skinny. Like all of a sudden, they have a personal chef, they just stop eating food, maybe they pick up cigarettes, I don't know, crack, I don't know. But Philly has hit that level of wealth. Philly DeFranco, if you're watching, number one, hit subscribe and the notification bell, because I know you record your newsmentary channel videos. I go live. That's hard to do. I'm rattling this shit off the top of the dome, bro. Okay? And I don't have a team of editors and I don't have a team of researchers. I do it all on my own. But I'm concerned about you because, like, the latest video you did where you're in Chicago at the DNC, like, you look deathly ill. Like, at one point, I had some eating disorder stuff, like after my dad died, then after my mom died. Like, I had some mental issues going on, and I got really, really, like, thin. Like, really thin. But, like, I couldn't eat. You know, like, stress had consumed my life where I was, like, struggling to eat, but at the same time, I was in this phase of my life where I was jogging a lot, so I was jogging, like, 13 miles a day. So I was, like, very, very thin. And people were worried about me, but I was like, no, I promise. Like, I'm okay. I was extremely healthy. But Philly, like, I watched your video today, and brah, as my kids say, brah, brah, you don't look healthy. Like, I'm concerned. Like, we need people like you on this platform. As generic and Casey Kasem-ish as you are, like, you know, you do a good thing trying to bring the news to people. I think that's an important quality to have on YouTube. But you look scary, bro. For real. I don't know if there's anybody in your life, like, this is the other problem with people when they get enough money. They surround themselves with yes men. And they don't have anybody that challenges them or tells them shit they don't want to hear. So let me be that person for you. I'm very good at this. Ask any of my family members. They'll tell you most of them hate me. Because I have no problem doing this. You're too fucking skinny, bro. I don't know who's telling you if you got a girl in your life, if your life you're married or what, but, like, someone needs to step in and say, Philly, like, fucking eat something, bro. I'd watch you versus him any time of the day just to press depression. Well, that too, that maybe he is too. Maybe he is, but listen, he doesn't seem it. He's always chipper. He's always got that robotic, like, hey, you beautiful people, I'm gonna talk about the news. Duh. And, you know, he's like always on the verge of about to fart, you know, fart burp. So he's like, try to talk as quick as he can, and maybe he'll cover the sounds. And it's just really, like, fucking not genuine. I don't know how else to put it. Like, I think he's trying to be the YouTube algorithm in human form, which, like, Phil, don't do that. Just fucking be who you are, bro. And I don't mean to go off on a diatribe. I'll tell you what I want Elon Musk to do on a live stream. I promise. I haven't forgot. But maybe you got to put that face on you. But I was really concerned because, like, I try to watch people on YouTube that I really, like, either like or really would, you know, admire, like, what they've done, where they've come from. He used to be Sexy Phil or something, and now he's Philly DeFranco. Philly DeFranco. I'm going to toss it to you. Tell me in the comments what you think, because he doesn't want to have an opinion on shit. That's what I don't like. It's like, Philly, just have an opinion. Like, when you're talking about Mr. Beast, you don't have to toss it to you. You know, I ask people to have their input and leave it in the chat, but I will clear as day. If someone comes in here and is like, Elon Musk is a genius, I will tell them, you are a fucking moron. Shut your phone off. How are you still alive? Like, how have you managed to fucking feed yourself? Okay? I have no problem having an opinion on shit, Philly DeFranco. Again, Phil, if you're watching this, subscribe, buddy. Subscribe. I'll help you, okay? Number one, eat some food. I'm serious, though. I'm very concerned about Philly DeFranco. If you have not watched him or seen, like, older videos of him, which I think he cleaned out, like, I think he deleted all his older videos, but I just encourage anyone, go watch a video from Philly DeFranco from like 2 years ago and see he had like cheeks. Like, see how I have cheeks? Kind of chubby. See how they're round? He is like, and he used to have cheeks. I'm not saying like he's not always been thin. He was like a little chubba. He was a chubba. He was a cute chubba. You wanted to go, hey, you little Philly DeFranco telling me the news. Look at you, you little chubby cutie. And now you're like, God damn, meth is a hell of a drug. I don't know if he's doing that, but I'll tell you what, as somebody who used to imbibe on all sorts of drugs, you know, talk about weight loss, maybe he's on Ozempic. I don't know. Eat some motherfucking chocolate or something, guy. Um, so yeah, I'm concerned about Philly DeFranco. Genuinely. Like, I was watching his video going, where's his mother? Does he have a mom? I don't have a mom. So I have no parents. I've had no parents for more than 20 years. Like, no one's going to tell me shit. I have to look at myself and go, okay, I still got cheeks. You know, I'm not wealthy enough to have a personal shelf and get on Ozempic. So I'm good. But Philly gives me some opinion. But he's also reporting many stories in 20 minutes. Bandito, he's giving you tons of stories in 20 minutes, and he hardly gives any opinion. He always goes, I'm going to toss it to you. Good to see you, Bandito. But for real, we'll get back to putting Elon Musk in the dunce corner. But really, like, Philly, I'm worried. And I don't even know you, bro. And you're my biggest competition. You and I are like going head to head. I'm almost at 1,500 subscribers. You're at 7 million. Like, we're in direct competition, and look at how kind I'm being. Okay? Eat something. So what I was saying, Elon Musk, he sent this tweet out. You watch Star Wars and sided with the resistance, but what is happening in real life, you can't even tell, you dum-dums. And it's like, you fucking moron, you're Darth Vader, okay? That's catching everybody up. What I was saying is, I think, well, number one, does anyone think Elon Musk has a Facebook? Remember when he got caught, he had like these burner Twitter accounts where he was like pretending to be a little baby. He was like, Elon, me a little baby. And I'm not kidding, like he was tweeting shit like he was a little kid. And then like liking like grossly racist stuff, I believe. But I wonder if he has Facebook accounts and like a TikTok. You got to imagine he does. You know, he's got burner every accounts. Probably to like stalk his exes, which there's a lot of them. But also, like, I just think he's probably got these burner accounts. I don't know. I'm going to toss it to you. Let me know in the comments what you think. That's what I should take from Philly DeFranco. I'm going to toss it to you. But he's definitely got burner accounts. People were saying Elon likes baby play. Oh, I believe it. Why? Because that's right at his intellect level. It's not play though, Bandito. They're just like, oh, he must like baby play. No. He really just shits his pants. But what I would like Elon to do, I don't think he has. I know like SpaceX and Tesla probably have YouTube channels. I would like Elon to have a personal YouTube channel, and he could live stream movies, so you could watch like Return of the Jedi with him, and then you could watch this. So when he tweets like this, you could understand like, oh, this moron doesn't understand the movie. You ever watched a movie with someone where they totally didn't get it? Like, that's this dude. And people think he's a genius. That's the funniest part about this. Like, he's clearly dumb. And, like, dumber than the average bear. You know, but because he has so much money, because he's the richest man on earth, people are like, well, how did he get that rich if he's that dumb? And you're like, oh, you don't know how money works, sweetheart. That's so adorable. You don't understand that there's, like, generational wealth, that there's, like, fraud, that there's all these things you could do to get really rich. You don't have to be smart. He's dumb and rich. But just because of these tweets, and like he means this, he's like serious. He's like, you watched all these movies and sided with the resistance until in real life. And he doesn't realize like he's fucking real life Darth Vader. He's building moon rockets. He's Darth Vader. Darth Vader was not some broke ass dude trying to form a union. Like, Darth Vader was crushing the Union so we could just build a robot army. Or whatever the stormtroopers, the Star Troopers wore. Cartel. So yeah, and again, if you don't believe me, you can go read all these articles for yourself. I highly encourage you to do that. Which, by the way, that was and by the way, the other great tweet from Elon Musk. I mean, really, when he bought Twitter, he put on full display like a fucking peacock how dumb he is. Because in 2020, May 2020, Musk tweeted, "Take the red pill," referencing the famous scene from The Matrix. In response, Ivanka Trump responded, "Taken." And Lily Wachowski, one of the creators of The Matrix, tweeted at them, "Fuck both of you. Point Lily. Love you." Um, so I mean, this guy really, like, the people in the Matrix that were what, Mister something, whatever it is, the suits in the Matrix. Those are the authoritarians that wanted everyone to conform. Now, I'm not saying I like the Democrats because they're all pieces of shit, but the Republicans clearly want everyone to conform. They say they believe in freedom, but they don't want you to, if you're a man, you can't dress like a woman. If you're a certain orientation, you can't put that on display. If you get pregnant, you can't decide what to do with your body. Like, that's not freedom. Okay, they want everyone to conform to their small-minded, little, tiny, eeny weeny, any beliefs. And that's it. The Matrix, where Neo is trying to break free of that and not conform to that, not be one of those cyber babies in those pods that they were hatching to just be more NPCs in the Matrix. I don't really get the Matrix. I know a person that went to that movie when it came out in theaters and went crazy because he took too much LSD. And he like saw it like 4 times. But like, the Republicans aren't fucking Neo, okay? The banks who loaned him $13 billion are stuck with debt after failing to solve portions of the. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, Bandito. That's what we were talking about before you got here. And what I wanted to show you guys. Hold on, sorry, I'm getting excited, so I burped. Look who helped Elon buy Twitter. Sean Combs LLC. So if you didn't see it today, guys, this leaked. This leaked on Twitter. This is the list of people who helped lend, because the banks obviously had to give Elon money, because I don't know if you know this, but Elon doesn't have like a pile of fucking gold coins like Scrooge McDuck and gets to dive in it. Like, all of his money is actually non-existent. It's like in stocks and theoretical worth. He doesn't have, like, that guy probably doesn't even have cash. Like, he just has money through companies' valuations. So yeah, it's all tied in equity. Like, this dude has no dollar bills. He can't make it rain unless it's Dogecoin, which good luck cashing that in. But today, the people who actually have money, it was leaked on Twitter and in documents. Well, not leaked, but his lawyers tried to skirt something in one of their lawsuits and then self-own themselves when they had to release who else gave them money. Turns out Jack Dorsey, formerly of Twitter, loaned him some money. But then when I was going through the list, which I linked down below, in one of the articles down below, you can go through the court documents yourself. I saw this name and I said, that is a very, very interesting name. Do you notice right there whose name that is? Sean Combs. You might know him as Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, S. Ayer, a gnarly, gnarly, disgusting human being, federally being investigated. That's Sean Combs. Sean Combs, LLC. Only the best people. You know, if you had billions of dollars, I want you to think who you'd surround yourself with. Like, wouldn't you foster or you know, want to cultivate the next brilliant minds, the next people, you know, it's like in radio. We always wanted to train the interns or hire new people and teach them to carry on the tradition. These motherfuckers just have one big frat and none of us are in it. And they are some of the most heinous people on earth. Because not only is this guy funding this guy, but this guy is also friends with Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Like close enough friends to have photos taken. I don't know how many photos you have with Ghislaine, but I don't have any. And there are many other people, like the Saudi prince gave this dude a ton of money. So not only the banks had to give Elon money because he has no actual money, but he had to like fucking crowdfund his purchase of Twitter because he offered to pay 44 billion for it. Didn't have that money. Now it's only worth 12 billion. It was my birthday yesterday. Oh, Curtis, happy birthday, Piss Daddy Bandit. Piss Daddy. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Curtis. Happy birthday. I did not mean to, I just read that comment by Bandito. God damn you. Right above your comment. Piss Daddy. Will somebody on YouTube make a parody under the fucking stage name Piss Daddy? Oh my God, that is so funny. Oh my God. So happy birthday, Curtis, man. Salute. Hope you have I hope you had a rad day. Hope you weren't working. I know you work a ton. Really hope you weren't working, or at least you got to do something nice, or you'll do something nice this weekend. But for real, that's awesome. May this salute, cheers. May this be an amazing year for you. Only the best, you know. Wealth, prosperity, abundance, friends, family, all that stuff, man. So congrats. Or I guess congrats, right? At this age, we say congrats. I don't know. You're younger than I am. You got to be. So yeah, so in these court documents that leaked, again, I listed them down below. You can read about all the different investors. Only the best people, let me tell you. Only the best people gave him money. And why do you think? Like, you know, they all wanted him to buy this. Not because they thought they were going to get their money back, because they wanted to. This is like a huge PR machine. I know he keeps calling it like a virtual town hall for the internet, or I don't know, America, I don't know. But like they wanted it so they could turn it into what it is now, like a racist, really racist 4chan obby thread. I don't know what 4chan does, but you know what I mean? Like they just wanted to be able to sway public opinion, and they wanted to be able to alter the algorithms. And I'm talking about, I've been on Twitter for, Jesus, 10 plus years. And Twitter used to be a place where you could go to like trending things or during events, anything that was happening, a Super Bowl, the Grammys, Oscars, if a tragedy happened, natural disaster, you could go there and like live tweet or get live updates. And now it's just a mess. Like I don't even look at it for news. I don't even go to the trending page because it's all fucked. Community tab, unscrupulous propaganda machine. That's what it is. CJ, we are talking about Elon Musk being the richest yet stupidest man on earth. And I went through a lot of this stuff. And again, I really like to talk about the banks that are screwed. ChatGPT. Ooh. Listen, I like ChatGPT. And in fact, if you guys look, I hate to admit this, but I always mess around with ChatGPT because I'm fascinated in it. Like one afternoon, I had like an hour-long debate about Jesus with ChatGPT, you know, like putting my biblical knowledge and the stuff I've read about him against what the computer information, virtual highway, digital realm knows about him. And like, we just going at it. So I'm fascinated by this, but I hate that it will take people. I just made a video using AI to create a song where I wrote the lyrics, but I had the thing make the song, and I thought it was so crazy insane because like we shouldn't be okay with this. And there's an irony to it because I uploaded the video, but if you read everything I wrote, like the video is like clearly like this is not okay. Like we need some kind of guardrails. And the thumbnail that I put for this video, hello Magic Massachusetts, man. What's up, Cartoon? How you doing? I'm Cartoon 40. Good to see you. And the thumbnail for this video is actually AI generated from ChatGPT today. I was trying to do some more stuff with ChatGPT because I think it has good uses, but I think some of it is very dangerous and some of it is not good for artists and creatives and people in the future. But I think it does have some serious usage. So if you check out, because I want to tweak, I just don't have the time to do the art myself, but I really want some cool crow art for my thumbnails. Um, so that will be the thumbnail for today. It is AI generated. All right. So yeah, so we're just talking about Elon Musk. I liked all the articles. You really should read them all. It's about the banks being screwed. The list of people who've lent him money are horrible people, so they're getting screwed, but it's kind of like good that they get screwed. Um, the other funny thing, I just want to, Elon has way too much power. Way too much power with SpaceX and Starlink, and the government has to depend on him and then give him subsidies. The other funny thing was like, so when I was looking up, when I saw the leaked list of people who lent Elon money to buy Twitter, I saw the Sean Combs. Oh shit, where did it go? Hold on one second. I saw Sean Combs LLC, so I wanted to Google that and see if like I could find out. Are you kidding me? It's not even gonna come up now? Here it is. So I found Sean Combs on Twitter. I mean on Google, right? And when you go to his website, this is it. You can't tap it, you can't do anything. This is what Combs Global looks like now. Rich equals no consequences, 100%. But isn't that funny? So Sean Combs' capital investment thing doesn't even work. I'm sure he shut it down. Probably everybody that was funded by him wanted to distance themselves and said, hey, can you take our name off your website? But I thought that was hilarious. If you want to Google Sean Combs Global LLC, Sean Combs Capital LLC, to look up his company, it doesn't show anything. Worst website ever. That guy's a billionaire, right? All right. So the other thing I wanted to show you guys, I'm just going to show a clip of this. YouTube, this is fair use. Access Hollywood, this is fair use. I don't know if you guys saw this. Tim Walz's son, Gus, had an emotional reaction to his dad talking at the DNC. I don't watch any of that crap, but I really love this kid, Gus. If you don't know, he's nonverbal. He has ADHD, anxiety disorders, some learning disabilities, so my heart was really heavy for him. And this reaction was so genuine. It was so passionate. It had nothing to do with politics. It was really like a kid just being proud and loving his dad. And Ann Coulter tweeted, talk about being weird about this kid. And I'll show you the video that she freeze framed or tweeted calling this kid weird. Kid, he's 17. Proud of his dad. He was getting emotional. Like, such a rad fucking moment, rad feeling. And Ann Coulter, that gorgon of a human, not even a human, just that gorgon who gargles with piss. You were the worst person, Ann Coulter. But if you're watching, hit subscribe and the notification bell. I go live every weekday. So I want to play this real quick, but I'm only going to play a second because I don't want this to get copyrighted. Oh, hold on. I got to turn it up.
And I love you.
Look, so that's his son right there. He just said, you know, I love you to his family.
I'm letting you in on how we started a family.
So, That's all I'm playing from it. So you see that reaction. Just Tim Walz, who's VP candidate, said like, he's talking about fertility treatments and how he loves his family. And the son stood up, got real emotional, like pointed and saying, that's my dad, that's my dad. And Ann Coulter, who has a huge following, huge right-wing bobblehead, huge following on Twitter, like called this kid weird, like just the worst of the worst of humanity. Like that's how she used her platform to like make a kid who is really proud of his dad, got emotional, has learning disabilities, to make him feel like that. To call him weird. Like it's indescribable what a monster she is. and anyone that would support, like, follow, anything with her. Anyone that could be associated with that. Monstrous. It's a kid with learning disabilities, nonverbal, just really proud of his dad. And that's how she acted. Fucking crazy. Punching down. It's worse than punching down. It's like punching, kicking, pissing. It's like, it's the most disgusting sucker punching down, Like, this kid was just, I don't know. This one really made me mad, so I just wanted to bring it up. And then, if you're in San Antone, the old San Antone, I put this article down there too. I'm just going to share this before we go. Coach Walz shot back, reminding her of her marital issues. I saw that. That was great. Anne deleted her tweet, though. Like, you can't go find that. Because he shared the Wikipedia page. He retweeted or responded, sharing her Wikipedia page, saying, like, she's never been married. Which is shitting down. Yes, Curtis. Which is super funny, Bandito. Like, this Waltz guy, he's winning me over by just how normal and regular and everyday dude he is. And his kid, obviously, I got a soft spot for his kid because his kid just seems very sweet, very genuine, just overtaken by emotion. But Anne deleted her tweet. Stand by your S-talking, Anne. So this is the last article I want to talk about real quick. This apartment complex bills woman who died. She got billed $15,000 for breaking her lease. So this old lady died, had about a year left on her lease. Her family went through all the proper steps, notified, the landlord, hey, we're quitting the lease. There should be an out for it, I believe, legally. Like, they had an out because she died. I was kind of shocked to find out they could still bill for one more month. Like, whoever's surviving her, they could have billed her 30 more days, which it's just so, America's so fucked. Like, it's so gnarly. Like, somebody dies, like, you're still going to charge their family a month's rent because they died. Like, this fucking country is so fucked. Like, it does not care about anyone working, us dying, nothing. But they billed her kids $15,000 to cover the next year rent, and they went through all the proper channels. So I forget what company this was. It's in San Antonio, a local apartment building. I linked the article down below. She was buried. They spoke to the leasing manager, did all the right paperwork, and then received a bill for $14,368 in accelerated rent and a $1,117 lease break fee. It even states the reason for her move out as deceased. Our calls and email to the lodge at Shavano Park were not returned. So people at Shavano Park in San Antonio, fuck you. You are a disgrace. You're disgusting. You had already talked to this family. You knew she had passed away. You put it in the part of the billing, and you still went ahead with it? Whew. Be careful. Karma comes swift and quick for certain folks. A dude I know got asked to pay for his dad's child support owed. Wow, that's wild. Ann Coulter, single cat lady. The legal system should be illegal 100%. So I wanted to include this story because, you may think, oh, well, it's in Texas, even though this was not legal for them to do in Texas. You might just think it's far away. But to me, it's just like the way I read these stories is these kids lost their mom, even though she was an old lady, and it was probably natural causes and expected, and they probably got to have their goodbyes. Kids lost their mom, and on top of, I don't know if you know, like, how much a funeral costs or cremation, it's very expensive. I couldn't even afford it when my mom died. My uncle stepped in and offered to pay for it. I was very grateful. And when my aunt passed away, I couldn't even travel to go to the funeral. Couldn't even bury my aunt, my mom's sister. So when I read these stories, I read them as in, like, these kids lost their mom, and then the place she was living at decided to, like, not just put salt in a wound, but squirt a lemon, pour some tequila, cut it a little bit deeper, and then spit in it. That's how I read this. That these people, just unethical, no character, no morals, the scum of the earth. Scum and villainy. What is that? Is that from Star Wars? And that really bothers me. So that's why I think we should put the people of Shavano, Shavano Park, on blast. Because they did not return news S4SA, news for San Antonio, NBC. They didn't return their calls or email. And the manager said she couldn't comment due to tenant confidentiality. Bullshit. But I think they should be put on blast. Because if you're going to act like this, everybody should know about it. Anyways, it's in our backyard. Everyone's my neighbor. That's how I look at it. So I couldn't imagine hearing people next door to me come over and go, "Can you believe what happened? My mom passed away. Oh, I'm so sorry about it. You know, if there's anything we could do, let me know." No, but you know what? The place she was living at billed us for her next year's rent. Like, you know they're going to rent that place out, and they're not going to say somebody passed away there. You know they're going to make that money. They're just trying to double their money right now. Absolute scumbags. So let's put them people on blast. It's the only right thing to do. If they want to act like that, well, you got to be accountable for your actions. Just ask Ann Coulter and her deleted tweets. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. Please hit subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. We're on our way to 1,500 subscribers. For everybody, Curtis, CJ, Bandito, Lemma Cartoon, good to see you. And who else? Some other, blah, of course, blah. Everybody else that joined, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. It's so much better with you guys here. Everybody's my neighbor. Dobesco. That's how I look at it, though. Very seriously, Curtis, everybody is my neighbor. Nobody is not my neighbor. That's just what Jesus tells me to believe. So I take it personal when, you know, something like this happens, especially when it's death, you know. That's a tough one. And I've experienced that many times in my life. So I take that real personal. Doesn't matter if it's me or not. I take it real personal. And that's a tough time, tough thing to survive and go through. And these people, this Savino Park didn't have to do that. And they chose to. So, fuck you. Sorry, YouTube. Please don't, like, I need to try to monetize this channel. We need to get some more watch hours. I need to edit my Tony Robbins video. All right, guys. Night, Curtis. Happy birthday to you, my man. Make sure you take some time for yourself. Celebrate family, or just do something nice for yourself. Happy birthday, Curtis. Thank you, CJ, for stopping in. I know you got caught at the end, but it's always good to see you. Same with you, Bandito. And blah. Hopefully you'll catch me on a Fortnite live. I will see you guys tomorrow. All right? And please hit subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Share this video with somebody. Tell people about the lives. Going 5 days a week, every weekday. So please, just spread the word. That's the best thing that can help the channel. And thank you to everybody. Seriously. Because I can't believe we've gone beyond 1,400. Like, this is just kind of crazy to me, and now I'm saying 1,500, so this is just nuts, and I'm really, really grateful. So thank you guys so much. Peace. Why they gotta be so mean? Taylor Swift. Another great quote. T Swift.